just to continue on, just to let you know, I got the Rick Ross going on, whatever, all the beard and stuff like that. Like I give two shits. But yeah, continue on. What the subject I'm talking about is that people just need to stay out of the business, of what people doing. It's like if I haven't seen one of my cousins or in a long time, or come on, like my mom's cousin right there, is that worse thing to worry about them? Everybody has their own lives. If I actually worried about these people, I'll be all over into their house and stuff like that. But since I'm not over to these people's houses, I'm not there to be in all of their business. These people ain't my favorite people. Only time I see these actually people is around Thanksgiving, a big ass family reunion and shit like that. That's only once in a blue moon that we have these things. I do got people that I talk to every now and again per se, but but that's why I have Facebook for. I get to see my cousins, make sure they doing good or whatever. And that's this what it is, I'm just sitting there saying is that if I was around my cousins or around my peoples a lot more, then we like tight, like brothers or friends and stuff like that, or whatever this is, then I would sit there and worry about them. I only got one good, I got a few good best friends. I got one good best friend or whatever you want, and I'm not in his life all the time. He got his own thing he doing with, He got family, he got things, he got problems, just like everybody else in there, if he wanted to talk, he can talk to me, I got that certain knowledge if I need, or certain information that he needs or whatever, Otherwise, I'm not in his life all the time and stuff like that, because everybody's out doing their own thing. It's like I'm out doing my own thing, and if I'm out doing my own thing, just let me do my own thing. Don't sit there and blab. Don't sit there, tell everybody what this is, that third is, because you don't want these people's hearts alike, People nowadays, people's hearts are weak, especially black people, because we eat a lot of fried food. Sometimes we might be lazy, niggeritis, whatever that we got, stress, girl problems, any type of problems, from anybody, you don't know, and people, elderly people, why you sit there and put more burden on them, Why we sit there and put more burden on the elderly people or anything, And it just is what it is, And I want my family members to live a long life, Yes, I do sit there and say that I don't get to see most of my family members, but I'm talking about somebody that birthed my mom and stuff like that, which is my grandma. Why you would sit there and just say anything and stuff like that? Just all you gotta do is leave her alone. She just whatever that she got and stuff like that. I want her to live a long life, And my business, if I'm out doing something wrong and stuff like that, then if I'm out doing something wrong and stuff like that, then let my wrong be my wrong, Otherwise, if you actually there to help me and stuff like that, then how come you didn't sit there and tell my moms, Oh, you could have called, you could have got the number from such and such and called my mom. I was sit there and tell me, but I'm smart enough to know to stay out harm's way. I'm smart enough to know to stay out, the bad areas. Never walk down through the valley and stuff like that. Otherwise, I got God to protect me, man. That's all. I got God to protect me. So I know right from wrong. I know how to stay away from people and stuff like that. And I've been doing that for a lot of my life, Ever since I moved up here from Ohio to Syracuse and back down to Ohio, whatever, and switched back and places and stuff like that. And everything that has been thrown in my face. I know how to, to stay away from harm's way. It is what it is, man. Wolfpack all day, the 5-finger, 2-finger. You know what it is. What? Yeah.